Taliban and Afghan government in talks as the militant group surrounds the capital of Kabul. The talks signal a likely end, or transformation, of the embattled government of Afghan President Ashraf Ghani, and puts the militant group closer to the precipice of control over the entire nation. The US drawdown of its forces after nearly 2 decades in Afghanistan has opened a clear path for the Taliban to take on and defeat the country's security forces. Many key cities fell with little to no resistance. The US has launched a major operation to evacuate its embassy staff from the capital, and has been forced to boost the number of troops and speed up its mission over the weekend, as the extraordinary speed by the Taliban toward Kabul became apparent late Friday. On Sunday, 2 sources familiar with the operation to evacuate US personnel from the embassy in Kabul said all staff there would be pulled out over the next 72 hours, including the top officials. Taliban spokesman Zabihullah Mujahid said that all fighters had been instructed to be on standby at all entrances to Kabul until a peaceful and satisfactory transfer of power was agreed. He appealed for calm and tried to assure Kabul's residents that any transition would be peaceful. The group was assuring all the banks, businesses, money exchange shops that they will be safe and protected under the Taliban and nobody would touch or bother anyone in Kabul, he said. All the wealthy people, the businessmen, they should be safe and protected. None of the Taliban are allowed to go to any houses or conduct searches on businesses, and the Islamic Emirate gives them full protection and they should be safe and not worry. He also said those who had fought against the Taliban had nothing to fear. The people who are trying to fight against us, we suggest to them not to do so and they will be fully protected. They can leave as ordinary people. Acting Afghan Interior Minister Abdul Sattar Mirzakul said Sunday that Kabul would not be attacked and that the government will shift power peacefully to a transitional administration, though he did not say what a transitional government may look like.
If the country falls entirely to the Taliban, it would make for a bleak end to a war that has cost many lives and dollars over nearly 20 years with little progress in building a sovereign state. People flee and US evacuation speeds up. People are lining up at ATMs and banks to withdraw their savings, and are stocking up on food at markets. Most of the US diplomats are also expected to go to the airport to fly home. Meanwhile, the US Special Representative for Afghanistan Zalmay Khalilzad has requested that Taliban fighters not enter Kabul until the US citizens are evacuated, according to a source familiar with the discussions. The operation to send US staff back home within 72 hours is a rapid acceleration of the process that was only announced on Thursday, when US President Joe Biden said he would send 3,000 troops to arrive by the end of Sunday. On Saturday he increased that number, authorizing 5,000 in total as the Taliban circled in on Kabul, the final major city left in government control. One reason for the lack of intel is simply because the US has withdrawn most of its troops, who would usually collect information, and as one US defense official put it, this has left the United States blind.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.